If I told you that this gourmet dish is prepared without turning on the stove, and in just 10 minutes, would you believe me? Fresh, creamy, and with a trick to make fresh tomato taste heavenly. Today in Saladalandia, the ultimate tomato and tuna belly tartare. This isn't just another salad. It's the recipe that will make you the star of the summer. And stick around because the final presentation is one that will leave you speechless. If you want, you can pause the video right now and take note of the ingredients. But don't worry, I'll explain everything to you step by step so it'll be super easy for you. I'll start with the tomato, and I'm going to take 2 large ones. The most common mistake for this recipe is not thinking about what type of tomato you're going to use. We need a meaty one with plenty of flesh and, if possible, little water. You can peel it by blanching it for 30 seconds or just use that kind of tomato. One of those with thin skin, salad-type meaty, and that sliced so well. But once they're peeled, we set aside the part with the seeds. That's what would release all the juice and mess up our tartare. But don't throw it away. Save a little cup of it because it's perfect for a dressing. You have to cut it into small cubes. There's no need to make them all exactly the same size, but they should be small. So today, since we have a nice sharp knife, let's dice it up. I'm going to do the same thing with some black olives. You could also use capers. Which do you prefer? In any case, finely chopped. And finally, I'll also use the knife to chop, very finely, half an onion. Here comes the magic. We treat the tomato as if it were a tenderloin.
Ahora.
Now mix it all well. First the tomato, finely chopped with the liquid, though we didn't want the liquid. Also the capers or the black olives, the onion or the spring onion finely chopped, and a good splash of oil. That always brings joy. Just like freshly ground black pepper brings joy, this always enhances a good dish. We add salt. To taste, don't be shy, because the tomato's a bit sweet and you need to balance it. And once you have it, the magic comes from a good splash of mustard. And now it's time to mix. You'll be surprised, these ingredients typically go with meat, but I'm telling you, the combination of flavors will blow your mind. Thanks for watching the video. The only important thing is to mix very well, so everything is evenly distributed. If you keep this in the fridge while we prepare the rest of the ingredients, the flavor really intensifies. Let's move on to the avocado. It has to be just right, like butter. And the trick is to cut it in half, twist it, give the pit a little tap with the knife, twist and take it out so you can get all the flesh and make the most of it, 100%. Then you make a few cuts, just with a small knife, and if you do it in both directions, it'll be even easier. And with a spoon, you run it right along the edge of the skin. That way you get all the flesh out, making the most of it, 100%. Of course, with both halves. And then how are we going to work with it? Well, with a fork, it's that simple. You're just going to mash it with the fork a few times so it gets a fully cured texture. We want it to have some body, not to be too runny. That's why we don't use a machine. Perfect. The trick to keep the color and prevent it from oxidizing all day is to add some juice. It can be lime or lemon. Both work perfectly. And I repeat, we mash it with a fork. We want a thick texture, not too runny, like baby food. I'll follow that advice. A fork worked for everything. A splash of lemon juice. so it doesn't oxidize like I mentioned. Give it a stir and adjust the salt. No mysteries at all. A lot of flavor. One last stir and our avocado is just right. And now comes the moment of truth. If you don't have one of these rings for plating, well, hey, cut one out of a can, for example, or out of a water bottle. There are no excuses. A trick to make unmolding perfect is to put a drop of oil inside the ring. And very carefully so you don't cut yourself. And with freshly washed hands, spread the oil so it's well coated. Now place it on the plate where you want to present this marvel. And you place the avocado at the base. Nothing more to it. Layer 1, the avocado. Press it down well so it forms a base. And now the tomato, layer 2, our marinated tomato. If it has a lot of liquid, drain it first before placing it. And then, with the bottom of a spoon, press it down well so it's compact and smooth. Top it with the tuna belly and you'll have the perfect tartare. 3 of those long, oil-packed tuna belly fillets. And you'll have a gourmet treat. That's right, I recommend serving it cold, so keep it in the fridge or refrigerator until you're ready to dig into this beauty. Afterwards, you just have to take it out and remove the outer ring. 3, 2, 1. A little bit of oil from the tuna belly on top to finish it. The final touch. And a little cilantro, parsley, or oregano for an aromatic finish. Dish is done. What does it look like? Like it's from a fancy restaurant. Tell me if this isn't a work of art to enjoy in July. Very. The creaminess of the avocado with the tanginess of the tomato is incredible. And subscribe if you want more quick and impressive recipes for this summer. And tell me in the comments, what fruit would you add to this tartare? Pineapple, for example? Can you think of another one? Give me ideas because I want to try more recipes and prepare more fresh dishes like this.